Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Don't Tell Mama. As a courtesy to our performers, we ask that there be no picture taking, no texting. Please turn off all your cell phones and keep the aisles clear for performers and the wait staff. Thank you so much, and enjoy the show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gloria Waldman.
If I am fancy free and long to wander, well, it's just the gypsy in my soul. There's something calling me from way out yonder. Well, it's just the gypsy in my soul. I've got to give vent to my emotions. I'm only content having my way. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. Well, it's just the gypsy in my soul. No cares, no strings. My heart has wings. If I am fancy free and love to wander, well, it's just the gypsy in my soul. Mike. I'm only content having my way. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. Well, it's just the gypsy in my soul. It's just the gypsy in my soul. This is so great. I can't see anything. That's always great. But I did see a little as I go in. This is so exciting to have you all here. Right, Fred? Look, of course we're filling the room. Wait till you hear. Oh, thank you. Let's do Rodgers and Hammerstein, okay? A little bit different. See if you like it. In Florida, I want to say something. In Florida, my agent doesn't like any of this music. She's still singing that? I love it, right? Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes, Helene, too much. People will say we're in love. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes shouldn't glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things. Just give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, they're suspecting things. People will say we're in love. start. Mike Hashim, collecting things. Just give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, they're suspecting things. People will say, people will say, people will say we're in love. Thank you. You know, I was going to introduce everybody later, but I just want you to know, Michael Hashim, isn't he the best? Isn't he great? He's been part of the New York jazz scene for over 45 years. He's toured most of the world. Listen with whom? Listen with whom? With Dizzy Gillespie and Nancy Wilson, and I love Steve Allen. I love Steve Allen. And cartoonist Art Spiegelman. I wonder what you were doing with Art Spiegelman.
Well, may you ask.
What did you do with Art?
Well, it was basically it was a slideshow with live music. And that sounds boring, but it was he did a whole bunch of new art for it, and he used this very high-tech visual stuff. And then we had a whole band set up playing the most diabolically difficult music. So, but it went over like gangbusters. We went over Paris and London and Buenos Aires and LA.
Buenos Aires. I'm a Spanish teacher. I'm good.
So what if we go to Buenos Aires?
Buenos Aires. I'll come too. And you know what else? He leads the 15-piece Billy Strayhorn Orchestra and a lot more. But that's who Mike Hashim is. Okay? And then in a minute, I'll tell you about Brad. I'll just kind of intersperse it. So now this song from my teaching career. All right? I'm not going to say anything further. Did you say I've got a lot to learn? Oh, well, don't say I'm trying not to learn. Since this is the perfect spot to learn. Don't tell Mama. Teach me tonight. Starting with the ABC of it. Right down to the XYZ of it. Help me solve the mystery of it. Teach me tonight. The sky's a blackboard high above us. If a shooting star goes by, I'll take that star and write I love you 1,000 times across the sky. One thing isn't very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near my love? Her graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me tonight. Blackboard, oh yes, high above us. If a shooting star goes by, I'll take that star and write I love you 1,000 times across the sky. One thing isn't very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near my love? Graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me, come on and and teach me. Come on and teach me. Come on and teach me tonight. Oh yeah. Thank you. That was so great. That was so great. That was so great. So this, do you know what I wanted? Does anyone have a CD? Everybody you know gets a copy of the CD, which is sitting right over there. Can somebody pass me one, please? Just anybody. It's in the back table. This is a CD that I did, oh God, in 2016 with, thank you, Miss Janet. This is my faithful assistant, Janet Kalish. All of my books would not have been possible without Janet Kalish, her organizational skills.
Janet.
Thank you, Janet. So this is the album, the CD. It's called Gypsy In My Soul, and we're doing songs from that tonight. That's what we're doing tonight, and many of you have it. Some of you have even bought it, but you know what? This is what happens with singers. You have a closet full of these. What the heck? So you might as well just give them out. What do you think, Brad? I mean, come on. Somebody should listen to them. And I also brought, you're not going to believe this, I brought 2 of my books. I bought, my latest book, Frente a las Tablas Puertorriqueñas. It's my book when I was a journalist. 2 copies, take, if you want it. And the other one is my book on Papo Marquez. I figured they're sitting in the closet, right? Am I right? Right? Okay, so that's what you're going to see later. Let's do a little Irving Berlin, shall we? They say that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful, so they say. And with the moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, so they tell me. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. And with the moon up above, it's wonderful, wonderful. In every way, so they say. I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. And with that moon up above, it's wonderful, wonderful in every way. In every way, in every way, so they say. Thank you. So let me tell you who Brad Ross is. Brad and I have been playing together for a long time. You know what? We did a senior center downtown, and a woman just started singing with me. Said, "You have such a lovely voice." You know who it was? Roberta Flack. No. Because she was in this. It was like a rehabilitation, right? Roberta Flack. We couldn't believe it. Roberta Flack. I'm telling you, right? So Brad is a composer and a pianist, and you're going to hear some of his own numbers soon. His music has been played at the Kennedy Center by the National Symphony. What do we have? A National Symphony? What is it? Of the United States of America? Of Washington, D.C. Okay. Well, we have to understand those things, right? Brad's musical, Just Desserts, a musical bake-off, will be performed next year at the Broadway Palm Theater in Fort Myers, Florida. I didn't know, maybe I'll come and see it. I'm in Florida. And at the Theater Jacksonville in Jacksonville, Florida. Right? That sounds great, right? And Brad composed new music to "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" that has been sung by vocalists and choirs with over 25 orchestras nationwide. Big deal. I mean, I have the best, don't I? I definitely do. Okay, so, now this is what, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one, everybody. So, this was written by Consuelo Velasquez when she was Mexican composer, when she was 14 years old and had never been kissed. It is the most covered and played song in the whole Spanish repertoire. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, oh, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte cerca de mí. Pienso que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Dearest one, if you should leave me, all of my dreams would take wing and my life would be through. Bésame, bésame mucho, love me forever and make make all my dreams come true. Love me forever and make all my dreams come true. Oh my God, that was beautiful. Thank you. So you know what I noticed today when I was kind of looking over who wrote the composers? I see. Now I didn't get to find out more about him, but it seems to me that one of my favorites is this Ray Noble, because I'm singing 2 songs of Ray Noble and I just love them. And you know, we have Richard Holbrook here. Richard, do you know anything about Ray Noble? You could say. He knows everything.
Well, he wrote wonderful songs and he had an orchestra. He had the Ray Noble Orchestra.
Right. Okay, thank you. Because you have to go to his, Richard's shows are wonderful because he has lots of material, lots of material. I just kind of talk to my peeps, but he prepares all this material. 1940s. Oh, well, listen, the most modern song, my as I said, my agent, my person, she says, you have to sing something modern. So guess what is modern for me? Elvis. Elvis is as modern as I get, I'm telling you. So here's a Ray Noble tune which I love. I love it. And I did read something that I think he was in the Army and he was in a train and he wrote this on the train in the Army. Okay? I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream. Beams coming down in some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. With every stop that we made, oh, I thought about you. And when I pulled down that shade, oh, really felt blue. Peeked down the crack and looked down that track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. I thought about you. And when I pulled down that shade, oh, I really felt blue. Peeked through the crack and looked down the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Yeah! I thought about you, you. Oh my God, I'm having such a good time. So you know what we're going to do now? We're going to have a duet. Brad and Mike have been doing this for a while, and you'll love it. Okay, I'm just going to sit quietly for a moment. Take it away.
The intro?
Oh, that's the intro. I didn't give you a warning. Pure Joy. What is it called? This is Brad's tune. Brad's tune is called Pure Joy, isn't it? Thank you. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you. Now, this tune was written by Ernesto Duarte Brito, Cuban composer, 1950s, and it was made famous by, because I know we have a lot of Latinos here, Benny Moré. Benny Moré. This was Benny Moré's big hit. So I'm going to sing it for you. I love it. Love this song. These are boleros. This is like 1940s stuff that I seem to love it. So this is old stuff, Spanish style. ¿Cómo fue? No sé decirte cómo fue. No sé explicarme qué pasó. Pero de ti me enamoré. Fue una luz que iluminó todo mi ser. Tu risa como manantial regó mi vida de inquietud. Fueron tus ojos o tu boca, fueron tus labios o tu voz. Fue a lo mejor la paciencia de tanto esperar tu llegada, mas no sé decirte cómo fue, no sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré. Tus ojos o tu boca, fueron tus labios o tu voz. Fue a lo mejor la paciencia de tanto esperar tu llegada, mas no sé decirte cómo fue, no sé explicarme qué pasó, pero de ti me enamoré, me enamoré. So, and maybe I should say what that means, ¿cómo fue? How was it? How was it that I fell in love with you? That's what this song is. How was it? Was it your eyes? Was it your mouth? I don't know. But that's the name of it. ¿Cómo fue? How was it that I fell in love with you? So now you know. You can get it. You get a sense of it, right? And, okay. So this is a favorite of so many people. So I wanted to sing it for you tonight at the Gershwins, Ira and George Gershwin. They don't write songs like that anymore, right? Oh, Brad, that's not true. Brad writes great songs. There's a saying told, love is never born. Let's start again with that one. There's a saying told. What's the next line? That says that love is blind, but it's often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm gonna seek a certain lad I've had in mind, looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I could not forget. Only man I ever think of with regret. I'd like to add his initials to my monogram. Tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although he may not be the guy some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he carries the key. Won't you hurry up and put on some speed? Follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Hashim, fabulous. Though it may not be the guy, I love it, some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he carries the key, the key. Oh, won't you hurry up and put on some speed? Follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Isn't this fun? You having fun? Yes. Oh, that's good. I guess, you know what? I live in Florida half the time, and they have a lot of shows, and I just hate it when people say you're having fun. I don't know how that came out. I hate it when they say that. You know what it's like? It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. My mother, now let's see, a lot of people here knew my mother. We have a lot of people who knew my mother here. Right? You know, look, they're not even raising their hands. Francine and Linda and everybody and Liz. Anyway, so my mother called everybody dear. Dear. I hated it. Dear, dear, everything dear. What do you think I say? Dear, everybody's dear. Hi dear, hello dear, this dear, that dear. It's just, it all evolves. You wind up in the same place you started, right? So, oh, I love this one. This one is Armando Manzanero, the great bolerista, another bolero, Mexican. He died recently, but this is very famous, made famous by Perry Como. You will remember it. You will know it. Somos novios, pues los dos sentimos mutuo amor profundo. Y con eso ya ganamos lo más grande de este mundo. Nos hablamos, nos besamos y como novios nos deseamos y hasta veces sin motivo, sin razón, nos enojamos. That means we get angry. Somos novios, mantenemos un cariño limpio y puro. Y por eso procuramos el lugar más oscuro para hablarnos, para darnos lo más dulce de los besos, recordar de qué color son los cerezos. Sin hacer más comentario, somos novios. It's impossible, ask the sun to leave the sky. It's just impossible. It's impossible, ask a baby not to cry. It's just impossible, say the mothers over there. If I hold you closer to me and not feel you running through me, count the seconds that I never think of you. Oh, just impossible. Can the ocean stop from rushing to the shore? It's just impossible. If I had you, could I ever ask for more? It's just impossible. And tomorrow, if you asked me for the world, somehow I'd get it. I would sell my very soul and not regret it. For to live without your love, it's just impossible. Impossible, impossible. Somos novios. Thank you. I love that. I love that song. I love that song, right? Let's see. What do I want to tell you? I can tell you something interesting. You know, I want to tell you something interesting. It's true. When Moises Herrera is the pianist on this he's from Colombia. He had just come to Florida, and somehow I got to meet him. He's really considered the David Foster of Latin America. Moises Herrera, he's terrific. You take this, get the CD. He's fabulous. He had never. So what happened was I met him. He said, "Come, we'll sing something." I was very honored. And he said, "Why don't we do a CD?" And for me, why would I do a CD? This is what I love to do. What am I going to do with the CD? So this is what he did. He said, let me just do one song. Let me just show you, because he's a producer. That's what he does. And this mic, $1,000 mic, I know you've seen more expensive mics, okay, but for me, I have a, $40 mic. $1,000 mic, do you know what that makes you sound like? You know, this is fun, and this is great. This is fun. This is live. I'm sounding good, right? It's good. But wait till you hear this. Because let me tell you something that's interesting. If you make a little mistake, if you have a little wrong note, I don't know about these things. They fix it. We fix it. We fix the note. Like you sing the note, he puts it in there. So no, really, I was very moved by this. So you have this thing here, and it's like perfect. Where do you get perfect? What, Janet and I, in all the books we did, there must be some mistakes there. Maybe there's something, and all my friends would read my books to make sure there's no accents missing and this and that. But this, it's like, I'm you know, modesty apart, it's very interesting how they can make things perfect. I mean, I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh wait, after this is when you do your song. So Brad is going to do a song for us. This is, of course, you're going to love it. You're just going to love this song. It's called One of a Kind. One of a Kind. You're going to love it.
This is a little song that I wrote the music to, and the lyrics are by a wonderful Broadway lyricist by the name of Hal Hackety, who wrote some shows on Broadway called Minnie's Boys and Teddy and Alice, and an off-Broadway show called Snoopy. And it was written for the little child in all of us. So it's actually a kid's song, kind of think Kermit. Stop and think if every flower looked alike and smelled the same. What if all the flowers were roses? Then a rose by any name would be just a dime a dozen. And I think you will agree that a rose would wish it wasn't such a common thing to be. Now imagine all the people looked alike and thought the same, and you couldn't tell the difference, and they answered to one name. Every kid looked just like you do, with the same eyes, ears, and nose. Wouldn't be too long till you two started feeling like the rose. One of a kind is a kind of wonderful thing to be. You're gonna find that it's kind of wonderful, wait and see. Isn't it dumb to become a monkey? See, monkey do. One of a kind, be the one and wonderful you. Every blade of grass is different, and that goes for every star. Nothing wrong with being different, so be happy if you are. Being special can be lonely, so become your own best friend. 'Cause to be a one and only will be worth it in the end. One of a kind is a kind of wonderful thing to be. You're gonna find that it's kind of wonderful, wait and see. Isn't it dumb to become a monkey? See, monkey do. Make up your own mind, 'cause if you do, you'll find one of a kind is kind of wonderful too. One of a kind is kind of wonderful too.
I love it. I love it. I have to sing that sometime. I have to sing that one. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. This is another Ray Noble tune. This is, oh God, such a favorite of mine. Real favorite of mine. The Very Thought of You. Am I in the right? Yes. The Very Thought of You. Ah, we have people who know my music. The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a queen, and foolish though it may seem to me that that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Beautiful, Mike. The very thought of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Oh my goodness. Sydney, we should do this every week, right? I would like to introduce you to, you don't know, some of you know, some of you don't know. Sydney Meyer is Mr. Cabaret. Sydney. Sydney, let me tell you something. He knows this. Let me tell you something. I had my first show, I guess it's like over 20 years ago. And before you have a show, you meet with Sydney. I can't believe he's here tonight. I'm so excited. You meet with Sydney, and people do shows. Maybe they have 4 people just to have the meeting with Sydney. He talks. Do you know about that? How many know about that? Richard knows about it. He tells you about. It doesn't matter if there's 1 person or 2 or 3. You just give in your soul, and you don't know how that person will be touched by what you do. And it's just like, you walk out of there, and anyway, and Sidney's a fabulous performer. You just can look him up on YouTube or wherever. He's everywhere. And the thing is, I'll never forget this also, the first show, I was standing there, I was in a bigger room next door, and I was just like,
I was there.
wait, who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
It's Vita.
Oh, Vita, right, Vita was there. You couldn't even get in, right? Wait, you couldn't even get in. And I was so nervous. And he said, is this your first performing like this? I said, yes. He says, well, my dear, I'm going to bring you in here and open the door for you. And he did it again for me tonight. I mean, mwah. Let's give a hand to Sydney Meyer, Mr. Cabaret. There's no question. Everybody loves him. Yeah, how many people in the world is everybody loves him? I just have to say the one thing. There's not one person, what, right, Richard? I'm just saying there's not one person who doesn't love Sydney. Yeah, of course you love Sydney. All right, my darling, so we're going to sing. This is like, we're at the end of my show. We're actually here. I can't believe we're here. Oh, my God. Don't worry, it's not the real end. It's like the semi-end. It's the almost end. Okay. But this is what I sing. You know, everybody knows I live half the year in Florida. And this is what I sing to end my shows down there. I hope I have a six-piece band again. You know, this was before COVID, so let's see what happens. You know, let's see what happens. But it's really something to sing with a six-piece band, with your own name, Gloria Waldman Swing Combo. That's kind of exciting. Okay, this is what I sing for them. Frank Sinatra tune. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are springs to be sprung, birds to be sung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gloria Waldman.
I'll walk over here. I'll walk off stage. I'll walk off the stage here. Should I come back? All right. This is the big finale. You ready? And I know this, right, Adam? This group's going to sing. I can see. They're going to sing in my finale, but that's okay because it'll help me with the words, right? All right. Let's do the big finale. This is not really, but the truth is, this is for all of you. It's a Friends medley. And I never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And if I should ever go away, well then close your eyes and try to feel the way you do today. And then if you do, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend, you've got a friend, but you got to have friends. The feeling's oh so strong, you got to have friends to make that day last long. Had some friends, but they're gone. Some came and took them away from the dusk till the dawn. Here is where I'll stay. going to stay right here at Don't Tell Mamas with all of you. Thank you, thank you. Well, I want to thank my video person, Alan Glaze. I want to thank Adam DiCarlo on the lights. I want to thank my singing teacher, Barbara Christopher, since 1982. I want to thank the great Mike Hashim. Whee! I want to thank my musical director, Brad Ross. I want you to thank Adrian and Adam. Tip them well. All right. 'Cause you got to have friends. The feeling's so strong. You got to have friends.